Jeremy, Service Manager of VIP in West Lebanon, New Hampshire. When a customer comes into VIP, it's an experience starting with walking the customers out to the car, getting all the information, getting feedback from the customer, kind of feeling the customer out on how their driving conditions are, how it may affect their car, or maintenance interval schedules that may be coming up, alerting any safety concerns, just creating that transparency with the customer. To VIP, a certified automotive professional means somebody VIP can rely on to get the job done right the first time, creating a comeback or a lifetime of customers in the future. My favorite part of the job, really seeing a customer genuinely smile when the service that they get done is completed the right way at a fair price. You just earned an automotive customer for life.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is Signature Esports. I am not Jason. I am Kyle. I am joined here by Joseph Grijalva. We are going to be calling the Kansas race here for Winston Throwback. We're currently in the middle of qualifying. We're going to show the tower and who is currently on pole. We have Kevin Savoy currently on top of the board. But as I mentioned before, I'm joined here by Joseph Grijalva. Joe, how's it going tonight?
Hey, Cal. It's a great Wednesday night. I'm excited for Kansas Racing here in the Gen 6 cars. It's the old Gen. I guess the intermediate between the old Gen 6 and the next Gen car is they did get a facelift. So right now, everybody, as you mentioned, they're qualifying. And our guy, Jason, he's also in the race, so we'll see how it does. But I'm looking forward to a great race.
Yeah, Jason, very commonly known for just being the booth guy, but nope, he is out here. He's going to be wheeling a car tonight. He's going to be driving the number 15 Chevrolet as we get ready for gridding here at Kansas.
Everybody's sheeting up. They're qualifying. We got about a minute roughly left. Right now, it looks like Kevin Savoy is on the top of the leaderboards. We'll see if anybody out there left can knock him off.
Yeah, Kevin, he is your current points leader. He is very well known for being the fast guy here, but new challenge ahead of us. We've got the Gen 6 cars currently out here with a 550 package, running a little bit less horsepower than we're accustomed to. I think the ARCA cars that they used to run were running about 600 or so. So we're gonna have a different show tonight when it comes to racing product.
It looks like the Winston series is trying to emulate the new version of the ARCA car, which runs the old Gen 6 body style, maybe with some modifications. I noticed the splitter on the current ARCA cars, they look a little different. But so one thing iRacing lets us do is mess with the horsepower, and I did notice they toned it down a bit. But it should make for some good pack racing here throughout Kansas. Maybe it'll get spread out in the long run, but we'll see.
Yeah, we talk about that low horsepower. It's very similar to what we're used to seeing with the trucks. But all right, here's your starting lineup. We have Kevin Savoy starting on pole with a 30.7. We have Jesse Vanell starting second in the 5 car. We've got Joshua Brock in the 1 car behind him. Anthony Crownover starting fourth. Third row, we got William Kern in the 88. Mark Creighton in the 55. We got Richard Holland in the 7th place in the 35. Old Spicy. We got James McRae in the 24, Anthony McPherson in the 28. Got Mark Rotkin in the 25. We've got Brandon Porter in the 11, Chad Meadows in the 6, And starting 13th, let's let Mr. Joe go ahead here. All right, I will pick up 13th place. We got Brandon. I'm sorry, who's in the 18? How do you say his last name there, Joe? I think we, unfortunately, ladies and gentlemen, have we're missing Joseph Grijalva here. All
Hello.
right, so we got, yeah, are you there?
Apologies, had a mic issue.
We're all good. All right, starting in 13th place, we have Brandon Massajuski in the 18. We got Connor Hazel in the 42. We got Donnell Williams in the 27. Anthony Garland in the 81. We have Jeff Ramsdale in the 7, a new number for him. We got Parker Weekly in the 07. We got Jeff Pless in the 20. Chris Noblet in the 43. We've got Nathan Dillard in the 8. And we have Michael Strickland, striker, starting 22nd. Christopher Spencer in the 21st or 23rd place in the 21 car. And Jason Followell, some guy who has a streaming platform called Signature Esports, starting 24th. We got William Allen in the 25th in the 17 car. Jeff Walker in the 26th position in the 14 car.
Big field tonight, I think. One thing to note, looks like 22nd through 26th elected to not pit. So 21st through 1st ran their times there. So maybe a little strategy, maybe just trying to stay away from the middle of the pack, anticipating a big wreck possibly. But I'm looking forward to see what those cars that did not qualify, what they're going to do tonight.
Yeah, you talk about the big packs and, you know, what we're expecting out of this this kind of high intensity package with the, you know, 5, 6 wide and all that. But yeah, I mean, we're gonna see a show tonight. They're gonna be going crazy out there with their low horsepower, and then we're gonna kind of see a race evolve out of that. We're gonna be watching, you know, the tire wear start to go away, and you know, see these cars start to move around a little bit. But we're coming out of turn 4. Pace car lights are still on. Typically in iRacing, we're going to see the pace car pull off on the first lap. We've waved off start here.
It looks like the admins there just gave themselves another pace lap just to get things real organized, cleaned up there, and, you know, make sure everybody's ready for the start. So nothing crazy going on, just another pace lap here.
All right, so you are a little bit more familiar with these guys than I am, but what are you expecting out of tonight?
Well, so normally we run the old ARCA car after what iRacing did, the remakes or whatever happened. Most of us didn't like it, so here we have the Gen 6 car. A lot of these guys like Bunnell, Porter, Rotgen, Brock, Ramsdale, they're fast guys. A lot of these other guys I'm not too familiar with. Kern Cranover raced them, Richard Holland. A lot of the guys on the top, McPherson's a name I'm not familiar with. But we're coming to the green here. And it's a good start, dead even. A little bit of checkup there on the 55 on the outside, but it's side by side for the most part. 88 into 2 going into turn 1. Looks like the 88's going to get a little bit of a nose across the car. Now the 35's on the inside of the 2 coming off the 2.
Yeah, the 88's going to clear there. He's going to go to the lead. We've got the 2 car of Crownover right behind him with the 35 of Holland and Spicy. Got the Liv Moss Taco Bell. So Spicy's the nature of that man with that kind of food on the side of his car there. But yeah, we're fanning out here. We got some 2 wide up front. We got some 3 wide in the back. Fairly processional at the moment. We're not really seeing anything major going on here, but Yeah, the 88's out front. Oh, as he gets a little bit of a wiggle there. Oh, he's getting loose. Oh, he's going to get up to the
Oh,
wall. Oh, he's going
oh
to get
no, he's
hit.
in the
Oh, there's a
wall,
big crash.
and we're. Oh man, I think the 35 caught the inside wall hard. We saw him shot inside. Just a lot loose on the 88. He's trying to save it, but came back across the nose of the 2, I believe, and it just checked everybody up.
And that's going to be our first caution of the race. Nathan Dillard, Jason Followell, Mr. Signature Esports. We got Jeffrey Ramsdale involved. Let's go back here and let's see what happened here. We're gonna go back to the beginning here, and we're just gonna kind of watch and see what happened here. I don't know why it's doing that. We're gonna have to rewind here. So it all starts up here out front. Got William Kern out here, and we're gonna follow him from about TV3 here, and we're gonna see him get really, really loose here, and he's gonna wash up right in front of the 2 car. Now the 2 car is gonna catch him here. They're gonna start getting involved with each other. They're spinning. The 28's in reaction. He's gonna spin out as well. We got the top 3 cars up here, just all getting involved. They're gonna wash down the racetrack a little bit here, and they're gonna hit the 18 car there, the 18 of Brandon. We
Big props to Brandon Coulter in 18 NMM's the old style Kyle Busch car, avoiding the wreck there. Good heads up driving. Just I think a little slight mistake on the 88. Might be pushing hard off the corner, but there we see everybody pitting. That car without a front end, that's the 35, I believe. He shot inside, hit the inside wall very hard. He might be there, in there for a minute.
Yeah, Joshua Brock, unfortunately, was involved in this accident pretty heavily. Yeah, he is, of course, the owner of Dark Horizon Fishing. So the next time you're trying to find your next guided fishing trips in the James River in Chesapeake Bay area, contact Rich. Great guy. Met him in person once at Richmond Raceway. So, yeah, reach out to him for a fishing expedition of all your own. He's going to be accepting booking all the way through September. And if you're looking for him, that is Dark Horizon Fishing on Facebook. I'm going to try to go back here and show you what happened to him, because it looks like we missed what happened to him there in that accident. It looks like iRacing is doing its thing here. But yeah, you see him here. He's currently sitting on pit road. Sorry for the people at home here. Yeah, so we're gonna go back here. We're gonna stop here. We're gonna go look at Richard Holland, who's right up here. And we're gonna watch him actually from his rear chase here, so we can get a good idea of what actually happened here to him. We're gonna watch it. We're gonna watch it at 4th speed. So the 28 comes down, is actually gonna hit him, and he's gonna go all the way to the inside of the wall. We actually missed that out of our POV here, where he actually slid down and hit the inside wall. We're just gonna watch him
down and stay off the wall, and it's just a victim of circumstance and where he was. Unfortunate.
And we're gonna go back live here. Gonna look at Mr. Will Kern here.
I'm surprised the 88 stayed out. Here's where the pace car is off with some damage he received. We'll see how he does.
Green flag, green flag.
Green flag's out. Good jump by the 88. Looking good so far. We see the Napa car on his outside getting a push on the outside lane. Side by side coming into turn 1. Big push by the 24 on the outside. Now he's looking to... Looks like he was thinking of shooting the gap, but thought twice. In the 55, the Napa car getting a big jump on the outside, so we see the 88 drop back.
Yeah, the 55 is going to get the lead. The 24 falls in behind him. That is James McRae. We got Mark Rotkin right behind, and that Brad Kozlowski, number 25 here. Got the 42 car of Connor Hazel. He's right up here as well, completing lap 7. Got a little bit of a too wide situation there. You talked about that damage on the 88. Let's go back and look at him. He is currently dropping through the field. As you see him there, he's going to clip the apron once again. I think that was part of his problem before, where he had seemed like he had clipped the apron as well in that beginning wreck, and had some problems there as he gets real close there to the back bumper of the 27. But back up here to the leader, Mark Creighton in the 55 car.
Leading the pack there.
Yeah, he's leading the pack here, but like you mentioned before, this is a very low horsepower package, so he is going to be struggling here to be able to break away. He's got to run a very perfect race, as the 24 is going to find himself in a really inviting position here to be challenging him for the lead.
24 diving low against the maybe half a lane off the white line coming up. Getting a little tight, looks like. Going to apron. We might see a couple guys elect to run the apron. Not my style, but it's there if you like it. 24 still fighting now. The 25 on the outside is coming off turn 2.
Yeah, you talk about that apron. That is a very, very easy way for you to... as we had a car.
Came off. I think it was the 11.
Let's look at Brandon Porter here. Brandon's... he's rolling. It doesn't look like he's got any major damage there. We'll kind of check it out from a different camera angle here. See if we can see that right-hand side of the car. And his right-hand side of the car looks fine. But we're rolling.
Like he just got a little bit free off of 2, and he chased it all the way down the track, able to keep a hold of it.
Yeah, Mark Creighton leads 10 laps in this 133-lap race. We're running 65% fuel. We're running 5 sets of tires in the pits. So these guys are going to have some options here when it comes to strategy, and with that lesser fuel, they're also going to be having to pit more often. If we go and show the pit strategy, we'll look at the last pit stop lap here for the drivers up front. It looks like Jesse Bonnell was the one of the cars that pitted on lap 3. It looks like a bunch of guys kind of in this back half of the field kind of pitting on that 3rd lap here. So we're sitting in an interesting spot. This isn't going to make a big difference here throughout the race, but, maybe that 3 extra laps might find somebody in the cusp of going into a different window here as the 24 gets down the inside of the 55 of Mark Creighton. McRae is on the inside here. He doesn't look like he has momentum, but he's going to be dead even with him coming down to the backstretch.
Oh, it's sliding up the track a little bit, still side by side. Falls in line with the 55. It's going to take a peek here, going into 3. He's able to get near him, but the high line power on the outside, you just get such a run. We should see the 55 pull away ahead of the 24 again, crossing the line.
Yeah, momentum is king here at Kansas. That high lane's so usable here, and with the lower horsepower, it evens out the lanes a little bit to where we can see cars using both lanes here. So we're going to find ourselves with a good race going on here as the 25 looks like he's trying to sneak in behind the 24. He's going to clear. We're single file for 1st through 4th, but we're immediately going to spread out going back into turn 3.
Side by side again, the 24 trying very hard. We almost have a 3 wide down the triangle here. They're trying very hard to get these spots here. Still side by side now. We see the 42 drop back behind.
Yeah, Mark Creighton holding that outside lane strong. We got James McRae on the inside. They're side by side still like they were for the last, seems like 7 or so laps. Got the 42 right behind Connor Hazel. He's your new 3rd place runner. He is right behind these guys. And we got that 25 car that was right up there for a little bit. Looks like Connor Hazel's going to think about 3 wide, but he's going to stick behind the 24 here. He's looking here for clean air. 24 is actually going to clear for the lead. So James McRae here, he's going to have a shot here of just clearing the 55 and being in control of this race.
Tires may be coming to play a little bit with those cars running on the high line. One thing I got from the drivers is that you can run the high line, but it's going to scrub off the tires very quickly. And we see
25 in the wall.
Little wall scrape now. They're 3 wide here coming off the 4. A little bit more wall.
Oh, they're going to go 4 wide here. We got Parker Weekly down here in the bottom. Oh, they're going to file it out to 3. Man, this is crazy racing.
That just goes to show, as you mentioned, momentum's a big thing. Just a little bit of wall tap there, and it checked everybody up. It Oh, we got a crash here. Something happened.
Yep, we've got another caution.
I'm seeing the 99 is stopped on the track on the back stretch.
And that's going to be Kevin Savoy, point leader. And we're going to go back here. We're going to watch this replay and see what happened here. Oh, he's just going to get tight. He's going to hit the wall. He's going to spin. Oh, he's going to do a little 360 here. Looks like he keeps it relatively clean. I know he smacked the wall, but let's go back and look at this again. Go look at it from a different angle. Let's watch it from the far chase here. Let's see what's going on here. We'll even rewind it a little bit so we can kind of see what happened going on in the corner. So we've got the 2 cars in front of him. We've got the 8 car. We're gonna slow this down too. So we've got the 8 car in front of him here. He's gonna get a good run here onto the bottom. That's Nathan Dillard on the bottom. Coming up on this 81 car. That is the 81 of Anthony Garland. They're going to make a little bit of contact here. But this isn't going to lead into Kevin hitting the wall, I don't believe. But those two make contact. We're going to see Kevin coming up here. He's going to come up here, and he's just going to, I guess, get arrow wash and just kind of wash up into the wall here. He's going to hit the wall, and he's going to spin, and we're going to go full speed here. And he does a really good job of just kicking it so it just stays in that lane there, but then it's going to wash back up the racetrack. And luckily, nobody hits him.
Good job by the drivers. Missing Savoy there. Great job by Savoy. It looks like he hit the side of the car very square. I don't expect too much damage. But I think maybe air wash, like you mentioned, or he just got on it a little bit too quick. I don't foresee Savoy making a mistake like that. He's a very, very fast driver, but maybe some aero dependencies coming into play.
Got Mr. Joe Grijalva in the chat. Has kind words for me and Joseph. Thank you there, Mr. Joe. You see here, the 24 is coming down pit road again. He's your leader. Or he was your leader. Yeah, no, Anthony Garland wasn't exactly involved in that accident, but he was definitely in front of it. Where Jesse Bennell reacted and hit the wall. He is now your leader. You got the 81 and the very similar looking 18, at least number font wise, in front of Jesse Bennell, who are sitting in your top 3 here. We got the 35 of Holland. Looks like he's dropping to the back. Yeah, let's just do a quick little show off some of these people here. So, first place currently, we got Anthony Garland. Got Brandon, how do you say his last name?
Masajewski, I believe.
Masajewski. Alrighty. So Brandon Masajewski, sorry I messed that up like 4 times. We got Jesse Bennell in the 5 car. We have got Parker Weekly in the 07. We have Mark Rotkin in the 25. We have Christopher Spencer in the 21. We've got Joshua Brock in the 1 car. We have Donnell Williams in the 27. Jeffrey Ramsdale in the 7. We have Nathan Dillard in the 8 car. We have Jeff Pless in the 20 car. Let's switch to this camera angle. We've got Brandon Porter in the 11 car in 12th. William Allen seems to have blinked out or something.
I believe he was having some blinking issues there.
So we're going to switch back to here. We're in Jeff Pless. Jason Followell, Signature Esports. He is currently in 13th. His car looks relatively okay. I believe he was either involved in that accident in some capacity. But, I mean, his car looks clean. So he looks good here. We got Anthony Crownover in the 2 car. Chad Meadows in the 6 for us, but he is in the 19 car. We have Jeff Walker in the 14. We have Kevin Savoy involved in an accident starting 17th. Let's restart. We have Michael Strickland in the 29 car. You've got Connor Hazel in the 42, James McRae in the 24. He was your leader. He pitted. We've got Mark Creighton in the 55. And then we've got Anthony McPherson, Chris Noblet, William Allen. Holland is in the back. Kearns is having some problems. And we're going to go up to the front here for the restart. So pace car leads your field, pulls off. And Joe, take it away.
New field up front. The Toyotas are leading the pack. Green flags out. Drivers are going side by side. A little late on the outside lane again. It seems like the inside lane's getting a better jump. Outside lane's a bit broken up, but still side by side. The 18 looks like he's getting a great run on the outside. Still side by side with the 5 in the center of the track behind him. A little bit washing up for the 18. Now we might be 3 wide, I believe, with the 5. 3 wide down the back stretch into 3.
Yeah, Jesse Bennell there had an opportunity, and he sniffed it, and he's going to take it. We've got the 25 here. It looks like we're getting close up here. Oh, man, that was hairy. We're going to jump back up here with Brandon Masadewski. I think that sounded right. Jesse Bennell, he's a new contender up here up front. He is going to be making a move for the lead, but he's on that bottom lane. He's going to have a really good run here, and he's going to have it. He's going to take the lead by storm, but we have a new contender with Christopher Spencer here in the 21 car.
There's my style of car. That's my Co-2 21 Motorcraft with the Wood Brothers. Passing the 18, great move. Let's see if he's got something for the 5 here coming off into the trial now.
Yeah, they're singling out here for the lead. He's like the 21. Oh, we got a caution.
Got another caution. I believe the 55 is the cause. Slow on the apron right now on the front stretch.
So that is another caution there. Reminder here, caution is brought to you by Shark Shore Heavy Fishing. If you're trying to find your next guided fishing trip in the James River and Chesapeake Bay area, we've got a guy in Richard Holland. You see here we got some contact, but yeah, any fishing expeditions in the James River, Chesapeake Bay area, contact Rich. Look for him on Facebook. He's got booking all the way through September. So if you're looking for some fishing, looking for some fun, reach out to Rich. So we have this accident here going on between the 42 and the 55. The 42 is still sliding around here, but we're going to go back to Mark Creighton. We're going to rewind just a little bit here. All right. And we're just going to view this at full speed. It was a 42, man. The 42 just slid right up into the wall here at the end of this. Trying to save it, trying to save it, trying to save it. Slid back up on the track, hit the wall. What did you gather out of that accident?
It looks a little crinkled there for the 42 and the 55. I don't see. It looks like he hit it pretty hard. I don't recall this car being very strong. From my recollection, I haven't ran this car in quite a while. But we see him sitting in pit road right now. See the 55 go by. So it looks like he might have a fair amount of damage.
Yeah, and by comparison here, Mark Creighton, they made a little bit of contact there. The two of them just made light contact together down the front straightaway. Looks like they were just kind of running 2 separate lines down the front stretch there. They made contact, but I'm going to take this time to talk to you about VIP tires. Since 1926, the Quirk family and VIP have been the place where New Englanders turn for their tires and professional auto service they need to keep their vehicles running at peak performance. We guarantee the lowest prices on tires, provide exceptional service, and provide many free services, including tire safety inspections, brake inspections, and alignment checks. In addition to the services we provide, we offer a variety of warranties to give you peace of mind regarding the investments you make to your vehicle. That is VIP Tires. Their mission is to earn automotive customers for life. They promise to be there when you need them. When you need tires or service, turn to VIP. Their services include, but are not limited to, every car aspect from oil change to head gaskets, preventative engine maintenance to complete engine rebuilds, tire rotations, alignments, and everything in between. If the dealership does it, they do it as well. Stop at any other privately owned 66 stores across the New England area for great service and unbeatable prices. And once again, that is VIP Tires and Service, one of our sponsors for tonight. So let's look here at the pit strategy. We'll just kind of view here. Got a big mess up here. We got a bunch of guys pitting at lap 17. We've got some pitting on 18, which would have been the lap after everyone pitted on the last caution. And we've got people like Jesse Bennell in 16th and Mark Rotkin in 17th who pitted for tires here. What do you gather out of that, Joseph? Joseph, do you hear me?
Hello, I got you. I apologize. I'm having mic trouble still.
Oh, you are all good. Yeah, we talk about this race, the horsepower, the package. We've got a little bit of differing strategy here. We've got a couple guys pitting. If we bring this back up again, we have a couple guys pitting on lap 17. That would be your leaders all the way down through the top 10. And then you get to 16th place. That's Jesse Bennell, Mark Rotkin, Creighton, who pit on lap 24. What do you think that's going to do for their strategy here throughout the rest of the race?
Well, it's definitely, it seems like it's a split field here. And I got from watching practice throughout the beginning of the session, they can run about 37 to 40 laps on one tank. We've had a fair number of cautions, so we haven't really gone to 20 green flag lap runs to really gauge if we can make it to 40 laps. Tire wear, I feel like it's going to be a big thing at Kansas here, so we'll see how these guys treat it here. Just different strategies going on. I myself would try to save as many sets as I can. Noticing the trend here is we're getting some pretty recent cautions, but the real play is to see if we get a long green flag long run and see how the car handles.
And if you look over to the left of your screen here, folks, we have Mr. Followell in 10th place as we get a share here by Anthony Garland. Thank you. As we're getting ready to go to the green here, we got Christopher Spencer leading them to the restart zone, and he gets a fantastic restart. We got Brandon Masajewski. Man, his last name is messing me up. Got Jeff Ramsdale right behind him. Jeff's going to make a move down here onto the bottom. He is going to make a great move here. It looks like he might even clear the 18 car. It doesn't look like he's going to have anything for the 21, but that 18 is going to make it back as we have a crash right behind.
Crash.
Alrighty. Let's go back here live. We're going to throw up caution sponsor once again. That is Dark Horizon Fishing. If you're looking for something to do, if you're some free time and you want to listen with good people, go out to Dark Horizon Fishing. We got Richard Hollins, a fantastic guy. Met him before. Great dude. Good part of this series. Let's get a look at his car here real quick before we throw it to the caution replay. His Liv Moss spicy taco mobile. But we're gonna view here the crash. It was William Allen who was a part of it. It's William Allen in the 17 there. As he gets hit, he's gonna spin. Oh, he's gonna catch the 42. He's gonna come back up, spin, hit the 14, hit the wall, blink out, and come back.
Yeah, he really sent it, the 17 there, sent it on the outside going into 1. And I think way too early. We're only on lap 23. So he sent it 3 wide, 14 caught him, trying to get away from the 25 on the inside, and it was on. So a very aggressive move. I get it. I'm an aggressive driver also, but too early at this point of the race, in my opinion.
Yeah, going for the 3 wide there. Looks like he came down just a tiny bit, and the 14 came up just a tiny bit as well. Part of that internet racing, you're kind of moving around a little bit and got a little bit of prediction code, but that was just 2 cars turning towards each other and causing an accident. We're going to jump back up here with the leaders. Got Christopher Spencer here. So we have a couple cars that had pitted there. James McRae, who is currently on pit road, or had pitted. So yeah, we have we're 30 laps into a 130 lap race. Look at Mr. Jason Followell here. What do you think of him tonight? Currently up in 10th place, up 14 spots.
He's doing what he needs to do, just being patient. He was one of the drivers that did not qualify and started in the back, way in the back, and yeah, he's just staying away from the trouble, being very patient, very cautious. I believe it's Jason's style, and making the moves when they need to happen, but not over aggressively. So I'm looking forward to see where he finishes, but they're doing a great job so far.
As we ride around here under caution, have a little bit of time to kill, but we got Christopher Spencer once again up in the lead here. We had something about Anthony Garland crashing. Wonder what that was about.
It looks like he was involved in that wreck in some way. I didn't notice it, but he's blown up now. I believe he's done for the race. Oh, he might have downshifted the wrong way. That definitely looks like a money shift right there, the way it stopped like that.
Oh no. We're gonna roll this back here. We're gonna give you a let's go to the nose here. I'm still figuring out how to work this, people. So yeah, we're gonna watch here from here. Give it a listen. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Shifted down.
The engine over rev like that. It pegged all the way to it can't handle it. So there's definitely a misshift there. I guess he was trying to go to third or fourth, but a mistake there on his part.
And William Allen came down pit road as well. So we are doubled up here for the restart here. Biggest mover of the race so far looks to be Mr. Christopher Spencer. He is up 22 spots in that 21 car. Once again, I'm going to bring up the pit strategy to show what's going on here. So you see here, we got the whole group of drivers who were who pitted on lap 17. Got some drivers who pitted here, 13th through 15th on lap 24. We've got some drivers who pitted once again around that time as well. Plus, then we have some drivers who pitted on lap 29, so under this most recent caution. So we have some strategy, and that's almost 13 laps of difference here. I know it doesn't sound like a lot, but at this racetrack with how high the tire wear is, that is a big, big, big thing here for these cars.
Definitely a lot across the board. Strategies everywhere. This field is scattered. I myself, like I mentioned, would try and save my tires for the end. Pace car's off now.
And I agree with that. We got Christopher Spencer out here. He's going to lead the field to green. We get a like from Mr. Brent Patterson. Thank you there, Brent. He says hi. We say hi back. We're heading off here into turn 1. Got the 18 car right alongside Jeff Ramsdale on the 7. Looks like he is going to do exactly what Jeff did to him on the last restart here. And he's going to have a little bit of a run here on your leader, the 21 of Christopher Spencer. You got the 1 car, Joshua Brock, looking on the inside of Jeff Ramsdale, as well as the 18 car sends it down to the bottom here. And he's going to have a really good chance here to side draft Christopher Spencer down the straightaway.
Like he wasn't quite able to get next to his door and slides up the track now. They're going to the apron. Side by side for curve here with the 7 and 1.
Oh, the 1. Oh, no.
He hit the apron and went up into the 7, and it's a big old pile up there.
Oh, no.
8's in it.
Oh, no. And that's going to be another caution. Brought to you by Dark Horizon Fishing. Yeah, so we're gonna rewind this just a little bit here. I want to focus on the 7 car going on here. We're gonna go here. It didn't even register that he was part of the accident. Yeah, Jeff's just not having a fun time here. We're gonna So from his perspective, he gets hit. He's going to back into the wall. He's going to helicopter a little bit. Oh, man, man.
There goes the engine.
Yeah, we got a lot of cars involved in this. We're going to go back here again. All right. We're going to rewind this. All right, we're going to show this from TV2 or TV3. We're going to focus on the one car, Joshua Brock. We're going to slow this down just a little bit. So the 7 hits the wall here. He's going to come back up. The 2 gets spun sideways. He's going to come across. The 11 car is going to get involved. 99 of Kevin Savoy is going to come into the bottom here. He's going to make contact with the 1. Oh, no, Jason gets involved as well. We're going to go back here, look at the 8 car currently in this. Or the 5 car piling into that. That's Jesse Bonnell. So we have a lot of contenders taken out in this. Brandon Porter hit the wall very, very hard. So he is going to be struggling here. Let's see here if we can go to the chopper view for this. I feel like it's going to give us a better view of what had happened here. We're going to go
Pretty
back.
sure the 1, he just barely got the apron and it shot him into the 7.
Yeah, we're going to go back and show that again. Yeah, he's just going to go down here into the bottom, like you said, and he's going to hit that apron. Just right there. And he's going to slide up. And he's going to launch the 7 car up in the air. You see how those rear tires just disconnect from the racetrack. And we're going to watch a heck of a crash here. We're going to focus on crashes. The 2 car is going to swerve to miss him. He's going to slide across the racetrack. He's going to hit the wall, and then he's going to get hit once again by the 11 car. Actually, he's going to miss him. But that 11 car makes a heavy shot to the front nose. We see the 15 car of Jason Followell get involved. The 8 car involved. We got the 5 car involved. Carnage.
A lot of good drivers, as you mentioned, involved in the crash, especially when it blocks the track like that. I don't think the 5 took a big hit from what I could tell, but versus everybody else hitting the wall like that, we'll see who's left and who's got power under the hood still. But we still got a bunch of cars that a little bit clean. Hopefully we can get it settled out and get some racing going.
Yeah, so we are gonna go and show all these drivers real quick. We're gonna look at them from the front nose and just kind of show how much damage they might have. So we got the 21 Christopher Spencer. That car looks very clean. Got Brandon Masajewski there. Looks okay. Parker Weekly, car looks okay from the front. Mark Rotkin, that car maybe a little wrinkled there on the right front. Got Donnell Williams there. His car looks clean. We have Connor Hazel in 6th place. He is wrinkled up pretty bad on that front end. We have James McRae. He looks okay. That is a fantastic profile picture there. Got Mark Creighton. He's got some right side damage. Got Jeff Pless. His car looks all right. Jeff Walker, heavy front nose damage. Chad Meadows, his car looks fine. Benell, he was involved in that last accident, but doesn't look like he has too much damage. You can see a little bit of wrinklage on that front nose, just a tiny, tiny bit. Got Kevin Savoy. He has some wrinklage. You can see the fender actually disconnecting from the hood. Got Jason Followell. He's got some nose damage. Kevin Savoy back again. Didn't mean to click on him. But yeah, we got bad damage for crown over. McPherson. Brock's got some bad damage. Got Brandon Porter. He's got bad damage. Got some damage there on the right front of Nathan Dillard. But yeah, we're going to go back here. We're going to focus back on the leader. Christopher Spencer.
Well, it seems to me like the place to be is up front. So maybe a good spot for the 21 here. He's going to be my pick for the race. Let's see if he can pull it off here. We're coming to the green.
We want to thank Dark Horizon Fishing for sponsoring these caution segments. And yeah, we got a couple of them tonight. 21 cars, going to lead him to the green flag here in the restart zone. He goes. He gets a great launch here.
Once again, timing the restart just perfectly, gets a great jump, able to take a good arc into turn 1. We're single file all the way to 3rd place, side by side, 4th, I believe.
I hear some tires screeching, but seems like everyone's kept it straight. Yep, and we got the 18 car of Brandon Masajewski looking on the inside. We saw a comment from Brent Patterson. He asked if we have any Canadians in the race. We do. It's Kevin Savoy in the 99, but we'll go look at him in 2 seconds. We got a battle here for the lead. We got the 07 of Parker Weekly right behind them. The 18 car is not going to get far enough alongside that 21 car to challenge him here into the corner, but he's going to hold it side by side. He's going to try to get back to him here, maybe side dropped him down the back straightaway, but they seem pretty line astern here for first and second. Parker Weekly right behind there. Ooh, it's very, very close from the 18 car. Looks like the 07's even going to force the issue here, try to force the outsides. We have the 25 there giving him a push. That 18 car gets forced off the high lane. It's going to get pushed to the middle and now down back to the bottom where he was before. Ooh, that 25 car just bounced it off the wall. Christopher Spencer, he's breaking away a little bit. This might be the biggest lead that we've seen out of the entire race here. He's 4/10 over second place. Parker Weekly, as we're side by side here for 5th place. Got the 25 right behind. That is Mark Rotkin behind the 07 of Parker Weekly. Fantastic scheme there out of MCI Graphics, them making pretty much every single paint scheme in this race. If I'm not mistaken, I think they might even have every single car except for Jason Followell. So fantastic work there for MCI Graphics. Michael Coulter himself making a lot of these and his team. So good job from them. But you've got the 07 of Parker Weekly. He's getting right back up here with the 21 of Christopher Spencer. Got the 25 right behind him, Mark Rotkin. He's got a little bit of pressure from that 42 car. That 42 car has some front end damage, though, that might become a factor as we see the 07 go to the inside. He is not. Oh, he is right there, that quarter panel. Is he going to be able to suck him back? Yes, he is. So he's going to get down here on the bottom. He's going to make a little bit of ascend here. He's not going to clear him, but he's going to be side by side with him. But no, the 21's going to have the advantage off the top side there. He's going to snake all the way down to the bottom, and he's going to pull away. Oh,
Side by side for a second there. It's like the 25 maybe try to look into the 07 there. Now we're single file down into 3. Like we got a good battle for 5th there. We see the 42 and the 24 side by side through the tri-oval. For the most part, single file. Looks like we're going to get a green flag run here.
You talk about green flag runs. We have that 8 car getting lapped here. He's got bad damage from his last wreck. We saw him sitting on pit road there for a long while, getting that all repaired. So that is the 8 car of Nathan Dillard. Kind of falling back through the field here. Oh.
A little bobble by the 43, I believe it was.
Mm-hmm.
Like everybody's okay. Yeah, just there's going to be a lot of lap cars here as people start to pull off pit road with their damaged vehicles, just trying to turn laps and get everything else they can get. For the field is going to have to work their way and be patient through them. But looks like we're getting some good racing going. Everybody a little bit spread out now.
Yeah, Parker Weekly there is running the high side, and he looked like he scraped the wall. We had Brent Patterson saying that he was from Brunswick, Canada, I believe. We're going to just quickly jump back here. We're going to show the only other Canadian in this race. That is Kevin Savoy in the 99 car there for Mr. Brent there. That's someone for him to root for, as he's going to get real tight with that 27 of Donnell.
Able to keep off him there. Just a little tap, nothing, no harm, no foul. Able to make the pass there. Car still looking clean.
They're going to go up here with Connor Hazel. He is damaged. He is wounded, but he is able to go up here and fight, and they're 3 wide for... Ooh, that was close.
Oh, they're able to save it. Great driving by everybody, the 42 and the 18.
Man, that was just catching the transition at the wrong point, and the car getting caught sideways and just... Man, that was close.
The tri-oval coming off 4 is the lightest part where the car will feel like it's floating. All the downforce, all the weight is being lifted from the car, so it's going to get very free. Everybody fanning out through the travel, hitting the apron. Lots of hard racing here.
And this is for 4th place. We have Jesse Bennell currently in 4th place. We're going to show what's going on here.
The 5 leading this little pack here. The 5 in 4th place. 18th behind him in 5th. 5 up on the high side.
Yeah, the 18 car is just sitting right behind here. We know that 5 car got some damage in that wreck. I'm not sure if the 18 has any. I don't see any on the car. Got any kind of sort of wrinkle to the car can affect the performance. So especially with these cars with the low horsepower, it's going to kind of rear its ugly head very, very quickly as we see some weather change here as the track gets a little bit darker. As less sunlight is on it. So this might cool off the racetrack and kind of help handling here a little bit.
Definitely should cool the tires off just ever so slightly. Some drivers might feel a difference to either positive or negative. It might change the balance of the car here. Now we have side by side for 4th. 18 looking underneath the 5. Believe he should get him here going into 1. 5 still fighting hard on the outside. He should get a run coming down the back stretch, not giving up yet.
Yeah, side by side here. He's going to lose that quarter panel here. That side draft is so important, but it is a very risky game when it comes to iRacing because you are not racing with real cars with physical contact. You're racing with netcode and predictions. So kind of getting aggressive with that side draft is an invitation for a quick wreck here as we're going to jump back up here with the leader. The leader, Christopher Spencer, has some pressure here from McRae behind him in the 24 car. We've got the 2 car behind them. That is the lap car of Anthony Crownover, currently in 16th spot. Christopher Spencer blinks out just a little bit there. Hope that goes away. We don't want him to blink out there crossing the line at some point. Go ahead.
One of the leaders there you were mentioning, it's the worst feeling. You're leading the race and your connection drops in. It just sucks. There's nothing you can do but log back in and be laps down. So I hope it doesn't get too bad for any of the drivers here. But 1st and 2nd looks like the 21's pulling a bit of a gap there, about 3-ish tenths from 24. Everybody running good. Looks like they're moving up the track now.
We're moving back here to Parker Weekly. We see he is in 3rd place here. Got Jesse Bennell right behind him. We're going to put this on most exciting for a second. We're going to see what they want us to look at. We got the 8 car here getting passed here by the 25 car. The 25 car is on the lead lap. So he's passing the lap down car of the 8 of Nathan Dillard. We've got some battles going on here. We've got the 27 of Donnell Williams fighting Kevin Savoy. So Mr. Brent Patterson gets to watch his favorite Canadian here racing for the win here.
Boy, putting a lot of pressure there in the car ahead of him. It looks like he's just so slightly faster than the machine ahead, the 27. Get a big run here coming off the corner there.
Yeah, Chad Meadows. Chad Meadows there just seems to be, at least that last corner, he was just kind of running a little bit tight to the bottom to where it was restricting his exit as we see him in the wall and we have a caution.
Spinning on the front stretch.
Oh, Masajewski, that was unfortunate there. We got another caution. And another caution brought to you by Dark Horizon Fishing. Reminder, if you're looking for your fishing needs and looking for your next fishing trip in the James River, Chesapeake Bay area, contact Rich Holland. We are going to look here and see what happened. We're going to view this in slow motion to see what happened here, and we can kind of just soak it in. The 18 cars on the bottom here, it goes to 3 wide. So this is Parker Weekly and Jesse Bennell. Jesse Bennell in that 5 car. Jesse's getting really, really close there to the 07. What's going to happen? Oh, they're going to compress. Yep, the 07 gets hit by the 5. The 5 comes down. He connects with the 18. 18 just misses the rear bumper of the 07 there. That would have been really, really bad for Parker Weekly, but oh, we're gonna did Jesse save it? Yeah, Jesse saved it. All right, we're gonna see what happened with Brandon. He get hit? Or is he good? Yeah, he's gonna keep it clean here, but let's go back. And let's just view this at full speed. Let's see what happened. The contact, he gets off. Yeah, looks way more intentional at, you know, 4th speed, but run it at the full speed, it kind of shows how quickly all this stuff develops.
And the biggest thing we saw there is the 07's way up the track. He's losing ground against the cars behind him. They're side by side. They just happen to come off side by side of turn 4 underneath him. And as we mentioned, the trial was very free. Cars pushing up the track a little bit. Five's trying to stay off the 07, and everybody just kind of comes together. So nothing malicious, nothing, just that hard racing.
Now we're watching the 21 car here of Christopher Spencer. He is going to beat the 24 off pit road. Looks like everyone came down in pit, maybe except for some cars in the back who were a lap down, and they're just looking for some good luck here with getting their stuff back. We're going to let this roll around a little bit here. So yeah, we're going to just wait for timing to update. We're going to show the pit stop lap counter. We're going to actually wait on that. I want to show it when it shows the last lap that everyone pitted on, so we can kind of see that everyone pit that last time by. So we are lap 58 of 133. We are very, very close to ticking over to halfway here.
Strategy spread across the board here. I'm willing to bet the cars that pit did tires this time. That was a pretty good run. Everybody started moving up the high side, and we mentioned earlier that Highline will scrub your tires. So pretty good worn tires, I'm willing to bet. We'll see if we can get another good run going.
We seem to have some problems here with Anthony Crownover. It said he crashed, but I'm not sure what that means. You know, we saw an engine blow up there. Somebody else, is he out of fuel? No, he was just letting somebody by. So, we're good. Just checking that out, see what was happening. So, 21 Christopher Spencer, James McRae, Parker Weekly, Mark Creighton is involved in that spin on the front stretch there, where he and the 42 car got together. He is back up here in front of Jeff Pless in the 20 car. So, we're seeing some guys come up here. We are used to seeing, you know, Spencer, McRae, Weekly, Creighton, but Pless, not seeing him up front that much today. We've seen Benell up front. Donnell Williams is making his way up here. We got Kevin Savoy, the Canadian, currently in 8th place, your points leader. And Jason Followell, currently in 9th place. He's up 15 spots. We are seeing some major moves here. If we just show positions here. I can just show the... You know, you're going to have to take my word for it here, everybody, but Christopher Spencer, he was up 22 spots from his starting position. McRae up 6. Weekly up 15. Creighton up 2. Benell -3. Jeff Pless up 13. And I am going to see what's going on here. Joe. Joseph.
So a big thing I'm noticing is attrition's very high. A lot of cars are getting into accidents, a lot of damage here and there. If your car's still running, even if you get into something, we see a bunch of guys who are sitting in pit roads, laps downs. They can still pull away with a good, solid position for the first race. So if your car's still moving, in my opinion, if I was in their spot, keep it on the track, keep going, ride it out.
If you look over on the left side of the screen, you can see a little bit of some of those drivers that are out of here. We're going to have a restart here. Christopher Spencer gets a really good jump. Joseph, take it away.
Great launch again for the 21. He's been a great restart, side by side for second, 07 on the inside. 24 looking outside. 07's going to get a bit of a deep. The 24, no, he's able to clear him. That just barely clears them. Those are my hold your breath moments for going in. Single file into turn 3.
Oh, and he's going to get loose. James McRae is going to get right back underneath of him. He got loose there on the bottom. Brent Patterson was just saying goodnight to us, so goodnight to you too, my friend. And we are 3 wide here for 3rd place. Man, this is sketchy.
21 pulling away here. Battling for second. The 5 is on the inside of the 24 now, coming into the back stretch. Got a bit of a fender there. He should gain some ground going into 3.
That was close. That was close. He was looking there in the bottom, and he was thinking about driving it all the way down underneath of him, but 24 made a move, and it made him kind of back out a little bit there. You're going to be side by side here. Parker Weekly has got pressure from Kevin Savoy. Kevin, after some kind of a troublesome start of the race, I mean, he's clawing his way back up here, showing why he is the points leader in that 99 car.
Starting a single file now. Do we see Jack Dannon's machine take a little peek at the 99? 55 was inside on the side of him, making the pass forward into 99, coming to 4.
Yeah, that 55 has got a little bit more damage than I thought. You could see that rear bumper kind of caved in a little bit here. Got a lot of cars with damage, so we're going to have some cars that are a little bit better off than others throughout these runs, as they don't have that that damage is going to kind of handicap them in their fight here for the lead. And speaking of the lead, Jesse Bennell, he's making a move here on the 21 of Christopher Spencer. He is going to get down here into the bottom, but it looks like that 21 is going to be able to roll the high side and at least keep the 5 from clearing himself.
Now we saw the 21 just pull up a little bit this fender and able to close up door to door with him off the corner. Bennell's going to drop in again, hugging the white line, and there's your speed right there. If you can hug the white line, make it roll, should be able to clear him right here. Oh, 21 still there.
Coulda, woulda, shoulda. Pulled up in front of them, but didn't. Now we have the 24 right up here with these two.
Side by side 5 sliding up the track, is going to fall back in line behind the 21. Great job on the outside for the Ford Motorcraft machine. 24 giving pressure now to the 5 looking inside. But now way up the track, riding against the wall. See how it works out here. He's going to get a huge momentum coming down the backstretch.
Yeah, that 24, he's got some work to do here. He was putting pressure on Jesse Bennell, but now it looks like Bennell's kind of taking command of this situation as he has that high line. Seems like that bottom line is just very, very good for a little bit. Then the tire wear starts to kick in, and then you're kind of forced to run that high line.
Yeah, we noticed in that last run here, we had a good, pretty decent green flag run. Everybody started moving up the track, but now still going to run the high side. 24 dropping in, but not able to close ground now. Everybody single file 1 through 4th, battle for 5th.
Yeah, battle for 5th. Kevin Savoy now has Parker Weekly giving him pressure. They're side by side, but oh man, something happened up here. We got James McRae. This is a battle for the lead, folks.
Side by side 2 deep. The 55 looking in, thinks better of it. 24 on the inside of the 21. Pack starting to form up, get a little closer here. 24 is clearing, sliding in front of 21. 21 with that high line speed, drops on the inside. It's going to take a look, going into 3, the 5 right behind him.
Yeah, these new tires, speaking, that's where everyone's making these really aggressive moves. They're single filing out here for a second, but give them a lap or 2 and they'll start sending it back 2 and 3 wide. So yeah, James McRae, now your current leader. He's up here, he's battling. Last pitted on 57, and looks like most of the field pitted on 57. The last car that didn't pit on 57 is Joshua Brock, but Joshua has damage, so he's doing some sort of strategy. Or we are 3 wide for second.
And down the travel, little nose shot by the 5. He didn't want none of it. Protecting that inside line, side by side with 21 and the 5. 21's going to be on the high side. Savoy with the traditional arc going from top to bottom, hugging the white line. And we see everybody else start to slowly close up. The 99 giving a bit of an arrow push to the 21 down the backstretch. tugging and tread against the wall. It's going to get a great boost of momentum here. Now we're side by side. We see the 5 dropping back to the Voy up top. In fact, the high line is starting to come into play. But now Mike get trapped at the bottom of the track with everybody running up there. But he's doing a great job fighting back here. The 99 a little bit loose off the corner there.
Yeah, that 07's up here. He is trying to find a hole or something to give him momentum, and he's actually going to scrape the wall here very, very lightly. I thought it was really... Ooh, the 19 car.
And I think he hanged on to it.
That's right, it's the 6. If you're looking for the 19 car on the scoring pylon, it is the 6 car. He's running a different number than what iRacing has for him, but we're going to come back up here to the lead. We're going to look for a battle here. It looks like we are singling out here. We got Jason Followell currently in 8th place. Got James McRae currently leading. And we are going to go and take a vocal break as they have gone and single filed out. So we are going to focus on exciting. We're going to go TV1. And we're going to go to intermission, folks.
Hello, I'm Jeremy, Service Manager of VIP in West Lebanon, New Hampshire. When a customer comes into VIP, it's an experience starting with walking the customers out to the car, getting all the information, getting feedback from the customer, kind of feeling the customer out on how their driving conditions are, or how it may affect their car, or maintenance interval schedules that may be coming up, alerting any safety concerns, just creating that transparency with the customer. To VIP, a certified automotive professional means somebody VIP can rely on to get the job done right the first time, creating a comeback or a lifetime of customers in the future. My favorite part of the job, really seeing a customer genuinely smile when the service that they get done is completed the right way at a fair price. You just earned an automotive customer for life.
looking through during our break, and I could not find the cause. This feels like a phantom debris caution, unless you can.
Yeah, that's weird. I'm not seeing anything either. Yeah, we cannot find the reason for that caution, and that is very weird.
Definitely debris on the track, it looks like.
Yeah, it's just a precaution. We're special. We have those.
iRacing does get weird sometimes, so it decided we needed a caution. Everybody is okay for the most part, but we did see pit stops during the break. Leaders did come in, take tires. Good call. We saw everybody start to move up the track again. So that seems to be the case. Is when the field starts to ride the high line, it probably indicates the tires are starting to go.
Yeah, and those tires are very, very important. Just with how many you have left. So we have all these drivers out here who pitted, and we have one guy who did not pit. And that is Mr. Parker Weekly. Parker Weekly last pitted on lap 57, so he is trying to keep a set of tires close to his chest here. And the only other car that has not pitted since then are cars that are out of the race. So he is in, he's in a situation, we'll say. I'm not going to say if it's a good one or a bad one, because if he comes back and he wins it, then he looks pretty smart.
You know what? I like that call to save a set, even if he starts dropping back. We're noticing a trend of cautions here. Even this last one was a little bit odd. But it seems like, in my mind, he's banking for a caution later down the line. He'll have an extra set where these drivers won't. But we'll see how it plays out for him.
Yep, and he is going to be leading your field back to green here. Just a little look at everyone behind him. Every single one of them have tires, and he does not. Ace car is off. Joe, take it away.
Green flag side by side for second. Those seven gets a great jump, running the apron there. Gonna get a great arc through the turn one, whereas the second row will have to fight it out. Looks like the boys getting a good run there on the inside. We see Benell in the 5 right behind him. 24 still battling on the outside. We see the 5 drafting the 99 on the back stretch. Now the 24 diving in. This is something that I was expecting, because the 07 was all the old tires going to start to drop back.
Yeah, and he's going to be dropping like a rock here, but we're going to look at the cars behind him as they start battling. Once the 24 gets close, we'll switch to that. But 27, we got the Donnell Williams down here on the bottom. We got the 5 car of Jesse Benell on the outside. We got the 21 car, and we got Mr. Jason Fall. Oh, no, he got turned. Oh, he's going to save it. He's going to save it. He's going to save it. Oh, he saved it.
What great driving by our guy Jason there.
I was just about to say he was up here and he was in it. Just about to say something.
It's like the 21 got tight and just slid into the 15 there, and around they went.
And that is going to be another caution here for us tonight. There we go. Once again, Horizon Fishing sponsoring your caution segment. He's getting his money worth tonight. Find your next guided fishing trips in the James River and Chesapeake Bay area. Contact Rich Holland for a fishing experience you will remember. in all of your own. Booking is open through September. Find him on Facebook. That is going to be Richard Holland and Dark Horizon Fishing, our caution sponsor tonight. Now let's go back. Let's go back and look at that accident there for everyone involved. So Christopher Spencer, we are going to play. We're going to... Oh, I did not mean to do that. Whoops. So yeah, we're going to view this at 4th speed. We're actually going to increase it to half speed. Or we're going to No, we're not going to decrease it. Let's look at it from far chase. And we're going to just watch him slide up here. He lost the nose. He's sliding up. Follower just holding his line. They're going to get together. They're going to spin. 21 is going to potentially hit the 25 here. 25 does a really good job. Man, look at that. On the brakes. You can see him skidding the tires. He's going to continue sliding, and we can watch the 15 car. That's Mr. Jason. Signature Esports. Living it up to that esports part of his name there with that save. We see the 21 car just kind of stop. 25 does a decent job there to kind of lock it up here. Let's look at it from his view. Let's watch it from his gyro cam. Let's go back here. Watch it full speed from his gyro cam too. Watch how he has to react to this. Oh, that's the wrong car.
But
So yeah, that is
the 21 we rode with, and that provides us a pretty good view. You notice it's just a little bobble in the corner, and him getting tight. He might have driven it a little too hard. Maybe the car in front of him. Just a little bobble, and it loses the nose, and up he goes.
And this is the view I was going for. This is Mark Rockin right behind. Slides up, hits him, slams on the brakes.
Great reaction. Great reaction.
All right. We're going to go live here. Look at that. Look at that man in second place. Jason Followell. He just spun. He is keeping his car out. His last pit is on 76. So he's going to stay out here. He's currently scored second. He is behind McRae. And all the way back in 7th place, we have Kevin Savoy taking tires. Parker Weekly as well took tires on that stop. And we're just going to show this handy dandy guide here. Kind of see if you can see a number there for when they last pitted. If it says 76, it is almost 8 laps since they last pitted. If you're not seeing a number, that's because they just pitted this last time by. But yeah, so the 7 of Kevin Savoy there. He has fresh tires. Vanell, fresh tires. Donna Williams, fresh tires. Christopher Spencer, fresh tires. We got another car up here. We got Chad Meadows. But we're double filed up, and I see a Joshua Brock up here. After all the damage that he has incurred throughout the race, he is missing a bumper, I believe. We go to the nose cam on Mr. Chad Meadows. No, let's look at the Jesse Bennell. There we go. That man has no bumper. Now, Joe, what's that going to do to speed?
Well, normally in the real world, with all that damage hanging out, it could cause a parachute effect. It might drag you. iRacing does have some damage model on the old car gen. I'm not sure if it's as sophisticated as the next gen. I don't foresee him having that much trouble with it being on the rear end, but we'll find out here in a second as we go into the green.
Green flag.
All right, and the 24 is going to get a fantastic restart there. We got Jason on that outside lane getting a big push there from the 42, Connor Hazel. We're going to go back and we're going to look at Mr. Jason Followell here, getting him his own airtime on his own channel. But yeah, he loves this racetrack, so he's very happy to be out here in the front, but he's going to be on old tires, so he's going to have a little bit of an uphill battle here for himself. Oh, it's a 99.
Oh, 99,
Oh.
very loose.
What a save. Oh, no. Oh, the one car. Joshua Brock. You gonna say that? Yeah, he is.
Like the 5 was pushing the 99 a little too much and got him free, but we're all okay here. 24 still leading. 25 very tight. 3, but no, they think better of it. 5 slides in front of the 42 on the inside lane. See Jason on the outside of the 15 car of the 42.
Oh man, they
Number
get real
19.
close there.
It's getting very, very dicey here. They got 46, 45 laps to go. We saw the 99 just shoot off the corner like that in a little bobble as he's skipping it, trying to keep it off the wall, trying to get everything he can there. The 15 riding the high line right now, side by side behind him. 1921 on the inside.
Very, very close battle there. You see the 21 down there on the bottom. Yeah, man, just he got hit there on the back straightaway. He blew up. Oh, as he hits the apron. Oh, that is the biggest hurt in her throat moment, is when you're driving these cars and you're sending it down to the bottom and you hit that apron. You just are like, please do not get so loose on me. I can't catch it. But yeah, currently, Jesse Bennell, he is your 4th place runner, and he's got the freshest tires at the moment. So he is sitting pretty because his closest contender behind him is Christopher Spencer in that 21 car all the way back here. But we're going to go look at Mr. Jesse Bennell is Mr. Joe Grijalva.
Riding the outside there behind the 25. Just got to buy this time. Those cars, as you mentioned, in front of him, he's got worn tires. He's got the freshest ones. Just got to be patient. Don't make very too aggressive moves where you might find yourself in trouble. You see him behind the 55. Trying to follow him by the car on his outside, the 25. We're starting to single file out now, as that restart was just insane.
Yeah, we got a comment there from a different Grijalva. You're having a child there, Mr. Joe?
Whoa, car very loose on the trial hole.
That is Chad
it was
Meadows in that 6 car.
Oh, there
he
it
is
goes.
going to
Still,
keep it straight.
what a stage still. The 6, 19, I believe he's the 6 you mentioned. Great save by that driver there. Single file here, first through 4, side by side for.
25 just hit the wall.
Little wall tab, just a little tight. We're 3 wide. We were 3 wide for a second back there. The 07 just putting the 15 and the 21 through the corner.
Ooh, Jason getting real close to the wall there on the exit of turn 2. You got a decent battle here, but
21 on the high side. It's going to get the run off the corner. And it's standing a little free. I believe he caught the wall there coming off the corner. Whoa! Big, wow, the 21's flying in the air. What a big hit. We definitely got to check that out. That was crazy.
Oh, God. I was clicking to show somebody involved in that, and then it switched to the wrong camera. But that is another caution. Brought to you by Dark Horizon Fishing there. He has a massive pile up going down the front stretch. Yeah, we're going to go back and we're going to watch Mr. 21 here, Christopher Spencer.
I believe it's a lot of this started off with the 07 catching the wall. We see Jason shoot up the track, I guess trying to avoid the 25, or maybe it just got loose on the apron, but he just shoots up into 21, sends him in the wall. 21 goes flying, gets a hit in the rear end by the 27. It looks like it net coated through for the most part. But I think we got to back it up a little bit more and watch the 07. He caught the wall coming off the corner, and they all kind of came together.
So we'll go back to that 07. We're going to watch Mr. Connor Hazel here, and we're gonna go back. We're gonna watch that '07, like you said. Yeah, we're gonna hit this from a different angle here. We're gonna look at it from the chopper. We're gonna watch it from the chopper here, and we're gonna go 4th speed here, just to kind of show. We see the 25 starting to slide up just a little bit there. When he's leaving room, but he is not leaving enough. But at that point there, he did not leave him enough room. Now they're going to get together, and we have cars behind them that are hungry, and they're going for it. You see the 21 car. He is coming up here. We have Jason Bennell, or at the 15 car of Jason Followell. That's what I meant to say. Down there in the bottom, and he has to make a decision there. He goes, oh, I'm going to try to shoot high. So he shoots high, and right there just goes a little too hard to the right and is going to go full speed into the 21 car of Christopher Spencer. Christopher Spencer gets up in the air. That's going to get the '07 of Parker Weekly. Kevin Savoy, again, the 42 is going to slide into the first corner wall once again in that 42 car.
That Jason was trying to just shoot above the 25 in front of me. He was so slow, just trying to make the move very quickly to not run into him. Maybe just a little too aggressive on the wheel, and it snapped the car loose, it looks like, and up he goes.
Yeah, and we're going to go to the 21 car here one more time. We're going to rewind this just to when all this started. And we're going to give you Mr. Gyrocam. So you see here, we got the '07 sneaking the outside. Those two get together. He sees it happening. He's like, oh no, we got to go to the high side. And then watch out here on your left. Signature Esports.
You see that hit, it's so startling for me. And it's always those sudden hits. You suddenly get turned, you get hit from the side. You don't see it coming. And you don't have that, for most of us, you don't have that much field of view. Some drivers, I know they have a wide field of view. Usually for us, single monitor users or VR users like myself, I don't have that wide of an angle. So that sudden impact is so startling and quick. You just can't really do nothing. You don't see it coming. 21, just an innocent bystander. Unfortunate, but it looks like they're both done for the day.
Yeah, it's unfortunate there. Jason having a fun night tonight and just unfortunately getting involved in that wreck there with 36 laps remaining. So yeah, we get Jesse Bennell in 2nd place. And talk about strategy, James McRae, he last pitted on lap 76. Mr. Jesse Bennell last pitted on lap 95, so this current pit cycle. So, happened to Parker Weekly before, and it looks like McRae is going to be put in a similar position like what happened to Parker Weekly a couple restarts ago.
And we did notice the '07 start to drop back fairly quickly after about a half lap or so that everybody was passing him through 3 and 4. He was stuck on the top. The 24 is going to be leading us back to the line here, and we noticed the 5 of Bennell was coming very quickly, passing the cars, being patient as well, nothing too aggressive. I expect to see him get it by off turn 2 if I want to try and predict something. But he's once he gets in the lead, I think he'll be a hard one to catch.
Got Mr. Kevin Savoy in the chat saying too much damage to continue. So that is your points leader out for tonight.
Unfortunate. Good thing it's early in the season-ish, so he can try and bounce back here.
So we have James McRae, old tires, front row, coming to lap 98.
Green, green, green.
And he is going to get
Right now.
going here. Joe, take it away.
See the 24 get a big jump there. The leader's been very, very quick on the restart. Quick on the gas. Great entry. Oh, we got another crash. Another yellow.
Yep, and that is going to be another.
I'm not too sure.
Looks like Richard Holland, Brandon Porter. Flying through the air. Wow. All right, so we're gonna show this the first time for ourselves, and we're gonna go chopper view here of what happened. Oh, so he's gonna blink out a little bit there. Coming up through the gears. 14 car goes high, but 14 hits the wall. Oh, and it hits him, and he's gonna go straight into that inside wall.
Goes for a
Oh,
ride in the air.
whoa.
Just another innocent bystander. Wrong place, wrong time. And 14 having a problem, just bouncing off the wall into him.
Man, I've not had a chance to do that tonight, but I know we had one that was more deserving of it, but we'll give that a helicopter award.
I think as he was flipping in the air, that's pretty deserving for a helicopter award.
Yeah, let's go view this from the 14 cars view here. Be Jeff Walker. We're gonna give him a TV1 here, and we are going to watch what happens to him. And we're gonna give this a full speed replay. Just kind of watch him get high here. He's gonna bounce off the wall. He's gonna hit the 35. And he's gonna come up. He's gonna actually collect the 11 car. That's the 11 car of Brandon Porter. It looks like he gave him a little bit of damage there. Man, I want to go another view of that for Mr. Richard Holland there. That was something.
Really odd. I gotta say he
Oh
was
my-
having a problem.
Jeez.
The 14 just looks like he more scraped the wall than really bounced off it. I gotta say he was having an issue of some sort. He kind of just went straight up into it and then came down. Just unfortunate for Holland. I believe he's still rolling. At least he didn't blow the engine. So still some spots to gain. I'm sure there's going to be more attrition later on. It's winding down. We've got about 33 laps to go.
And we got Mr. Signature Esports in the chat saying too much damage for myself. Many apologies to the drivers for the transition there. I ruined some great drivers' races on the transition. Great time. Passed a lot of cars. Cheers. I mean, just was going for it. He went for it, and he, unfortunately, an accident came of it. John Hammond. We know that guy. He's looking for the 25 to make some moves here. That is Mark Rotkin. So he's rooting here for the Brad Keselowski throwback. Once again, want to throw it out to MCI Graphics for making every single one of these cars and everything that goes into just making this such a cool league to look at. A lot of familiar paint schemes out here for everyone to enjoy. And one last time, we are going to talk about VIP tires. So during this final caution, or not final caution, we don't know that yet. VIP tires. Since 1926, the Quirk family and VIP have been the place where New Englanders turn for their tires and professional auto service. They need to keep their vehicles running at peak performance. They guarantee the lowest tire prices, provide exceptional services, and provide many free services, including tire safety inspections, brake inspections, and alignment checks. In addition to the services they provide, they offer a variety of warranties that give you peace of mind regarding the investments you make in your vehicle. Today, VIP is Northern New England's largest privately held automotive service provider and tire dealer. Based in Auburn, Maine, they operate 66 locations in Maine, New Hampshire, Vermont, Massachusetts, and each store is staffed with ASE and TIA certified automotive professionals 7 days a week. Their mission is to earn automotive customers for life. They promise to be there when you need them. When you need tires or service, turn to VIP. And if you're looking for services included but not limited to, oil changes all the way to head gaskets, they got you covered. Preventative engine maintenance to complete engine rebuilds, they do that as well. Tire rotations, alignments, and everything in between. If the dealership does it, they do it as well, and they're going to do it better than most. So stop at any other privately owned of 66 stores of theirs across the New England for great service and unbeatable prices. we're going to show the last pit stop lap here. We see we got a couple drivers here who have pitted this last time by. So we have a little bit of tire difference here, but only about 5 laps or so. First car on fresh tires is Chad Meadows in that 19 car, but it's going to show 6 on the pylon here. Jesse Bennell is going to come to the green, and Joe, you can take it away.
The 5 great jump and into that lane, did not move at all. Maybe damaged, maybe sleeping a little bit. We see the 55 kind of closing in with the 5 still there, about half car length back. But I believe the 5 is going to start to pull away here. If we get a green run, the field's going to be in trouble.
Yeah, that 55 right behind Mark Creighton and that Michael Waltrip car is going to be gunning for it, but that 5 car has the advantage. He is running the high lane, and he's going to give it up. He's going to go to the bottom here as newer tires. They have about, well, they didn't even get a full lap in, so if you pitted under that last lap, you're basically equal here with the leaders. So we're about line of stern here for the entire field here when it comes to tires.
Everybody's equal for the most part. A lap of racing doesn't really do too much here, but you see everybody single file. 55 still with the 5. That's Mark Creighton in the 55, our VIP guy. He's our series sponsor. Great to see him doing well, giving pressure to the 5, still keep pace with him. Everybody else got him starting to get a little dicey here. For 5th place, 24 on the inside of the 6, I believe that is.
Yeah, that is the 6 car on your pylon, 19 on the door. Focus on that 19 on the door, and that 19 car as he gets a little bit free off that corner. We got the 25 of Mark Rotkin going here for the inside. He is going to stick it down there. He's a little bit shallow entering that corner, so I don't know how good of an exit he is going to get. We're going to move up here. We're going to see what's going on up front. We got the 24 car. He is going to make a move here on Norbit, or Noblet, and he is gonna get the bottom here. Is he gonna send it down? How hard is he gonna go for it? He's got momentum, and he might even clear him here, exiting the corner.
Like he's just about got him clear. Little nose chop there. It's okay. 47 taking a peek, drops back, or I'm sorry, the 43 just a drop back, running the high side now. See the 24 close to the bottom of the lane coming out of turn 4. Everybody starting a single file out here.
Yeah, and that 24 car, I'm liking him here, but if I have to go for a personal favorite when it comes to paint scheme, I'm going to go for that Mr. 55 and Mark Creighton.
A great looking car. Everybody running the throwback paints here. If you guys haven't noticed that they try to be period correct here for Gen 6 now, as we're running that car. So Gordon was my driver growing up, so I got to root for the 24 now.
And that 24 is going to get to the outside. He just sneaks it on the outside. He's going to pull that 55 back with that side draft, and he might even go look here for the outside on the 5 car, Jesse Bennell, but he's actually going to lose a little bit of momentum there, but he's going to have the run off the corner here on that 5 car. Is he going to shoot down to the bottom? Is he going to go to the middle? He's going to go straight down to the bottom, and just, man, that is hairy.
Just dove it right in there, got just to the quarter panels, preventing the 5 from going all the way to the bottom of the track, but they're just keeping off. They're going to pick up more. I still keep setting the pace. Now we're side by side going into turn 1. 555 running up against the wall, 24 against the white line at the bottom. See it pull a little bit, but the 5 is going to start to come back on the outside. Side by side going into 3.
Yeah, it's a big fear there to be coming off the corner and then all of a sudden have to back off the last second there. So potentially putting himself in a bad spot, but he's going to clear, but that 5 car is going to go straight down and might go all the way to the apron here to side draft or just get by him here as we see him get to the quarter panel, pull him back a little bit. They're going to be even going into turn 1. To say advantage, the 5 car. The 5 car's got a great run through the corner. Feels like a 24 isn't as strong or as confident and kind of ripping that wall to be able to stick close to that 5 car on exit.
A very, very finesse kind of driving line. You got to be very methodical with your wheel inputs or you'll be stuck against the wall. That wall's like glue and you might lose some ground here, but we're single file now, 1st to 3rd, and these leaders, even though they're racing pretty good, they're still pulling away from the rest of the pack. They're about 2 seconds now over 4th place. See the 24 jump into the 5 now again. Not quite clear. 5 battling back on the outside going into 3.
Yeah, Jesse Bennell is doing a really good job to make sure that he can get that bottom line working. or sorry, topside working, as the 24 is almost going to clear, but he's close enough to where that 24 is not going to want to give him the room there. They're going to be side by side. They're going to be side drafting in the front straightaway, and this is going to bring Mark Creighton right back into it.
Right, if I was in this position, just bide my time, try and protect my tires, let them fight it out. Get them while they're burning the rubber up, they're overheating their tires. Just bide your time in third spot. That's where I want to be right now.
Yeah, we're going to go watch this from his nose cam. Just look at this. See him going down to the bottom here. He is going to be not diligent and trying to sniff their drafts here. He's going to run a little bit offline here, as he's going to have a shot here to get along the outside of the 24. He's actually going to hit the wall.
A little tied off. You see, he was a little bit late going to bottom of the track, kind of pushed it down there, and that scrubs your tires, scrubs your speed a little bit, gets the cart tight. You see it start to push up there, but still okay. A little bit more wall, still okay. Just got to gather it back up and keep going.
Yeah, Jesse Bennell doing a really good job here. One of the things with these cars is you have that draft, so you can kind of pull in the person behind you, so you don't really know 100% whether or not that person behind is actually has the pace to get by you, or if they're just, you know, getting held in by the draft. So he's kind of figuring that out himself, and I guess he's trying to keep some tires on it here for the end here, as the 24 is going really hard on the inside, and he is not going to get to the quarter panel.
Looks like that high line once again coming into play. Bennell's being very methodical, running the top side. He's starting to like it a lot more and more. He's just going to stay up there. Understanding the momentum, the speed coming off the corner is more, it's king right now, keeping ahead of the 24.
Yeah, that 24, though, is still doing a really good job of making sure that he can stay close here. He's actually migrated his line to running just the groove in the middle. Not going to have the momentum to even be that close to him, but he's still going to be in contention here coming down to the end, as we see the 5-car gap him just a little bit here. 17 to go at the line.
Starting to see a little bit of spacing there. Bennell's got about 2/10 over the 24, and it's starting to grow ever so slightly. And I believe that's just a product of the 24 diving so hard in the corner, burning the tire, just being very aggressive. See if we can just ride around behind the 5, cool off the tires, kind of bring it back here, start to close up again.
Yeah, we're going to go watch from his gyro cam here. He's right behind, and we're going to see out the right side here how close he is going to risk it with that right side kind of hanging it out towards the wall. There's a lot of speed up there, but if you make one mistake, you're going to drag the wall, and you're going to cost yourself a lot of time and even hurt your car a little bit.
Doing good, still 1-2. Single file line there, a little nose peak there. Got to check up. You hear him lift just not to get into the 5. 5 on the apron side by side.
I'm calling for a slide job here, as he's going to clear him entering the corner, and he is going to take that line away.
Immediately goes ahead of the 5, but now we see the 5 drop back, get the momentum off the corner. Side by side there to his door. About halfway, side by side complete. And he's gonna, they're both up top.
Man, that was close.
Jeez. So the 24, I don't believe he was expecting that. He was expecting him to go to the bottom. He saw him, a little bobble there. Might have psyched him out a little bit, but no touching, no rubbing there. It's a clean pass. 5 back ahead, 24 dropping to the inside in turn 1.
24 is going to go for the slide job, but he's backing out because he knows that he's not going to make it there. He's going to at least get to the quarter panel here. He's going to try to suck him back the best he can. He's going to get right in behind him. Got to be smart here. You can't throw it all away in one move, but you can definitely lose it in one move.
Leaders battling very hard. Now they're putting a gap to third place Mark Creighton to 55, about a second and a half. So it's going to be a 2-horse race here, still side by side. 24 clearing them now. Back to the top.
Yeah, 24 is doing a really, really good job here of just getting the side draft and then diving down to the apron and then being able to clear entering the corner. So he is really in control during the first and second parts of the run. But we're going to show the battle box here between first and second here. As we see, there's about 2/10 between the two of them. We got the 24 Maybe potentially even getting a little bit of loose off the corner there. We kind of missed it in that final camera shot there. But Benell, I thought Benell was holding the cards here to the victory, but that 24 card, James McRae, he's doing a really, really good job here as the 5 card's going to send it on the bottom. Man, got really close to getting a little too far down on the apron.
McRae doing a great job. Very impressive. I did expect Benell, someone who raced with him, to just pull away, and I'm very happily proved wrong as we're seeing a great battle for Porsche. The 24 now keeping lane on the high side, forcing the 5 to go to the bottom. And it's letting the 55 close up just a little bit. He's about a second back now.
I wonder if he's just sat back and saved his tires as these two are going hard at it.
Now we see him in the shot now there. He's just a little bit out of reach, just a second, but it's closing ever so slightly. You might have a point there. Just let them guys duke it out, burn their stuff up. We'll get them on the back end. We got 10 to go at the line, not turn 4.
Holding very steady lap times. We're about 2/10 between. I believe it was about 0.17 the last time by. So McRae just slightly pulling out on Benell, but Benell is not going to give up here. He is going to stick behind, and he's going to try his best to get near and past that 24.
And both on the top side between 3 and 4. Not quite up against the wall. A little bit halfway down, still running up on the line, coming off the corner, going to the apron. It's about a 9-degree, 8-degree banking through the triangle, so not a lot of banking. Got to be careful with the transition, though, is where it gets you back to the top between 1 and 2. 24 starting to pull away from the 5.
Yeah, just pulling away inch by inch. There's very, very slight gains here, but one of these corners, you can just kind of throw it away there. Is the 5 is actually going to pull back a little bit of time there, but is he going to gain any down the straightaway? No, he is not. So he is kind of dead even with him this last lap. The two of them comfortably sitting in front of Mark Creighton. Creighton's kind of fallen back just a little bit behind these two, but yeah, this has been a great race here for the win.
Great battle here. 24 still gaining a bit on the 5. 55 now at our arm's reach. It's about a second and a half back, almost 2 seconds there. So these drivers, if they're going to have some hope, they're going to want a caution, but I don't think we'll get it. We got 8 to go. Now coming to 7 to go at the line. The 24 well in the lead of the 5.
Yeah, McRae went down to the bottom and has actually experimented a little bit. We can see him there running the middle and now the bottom line. He is doing a really, really good job here, just not losing too much time because he's actually gaining a little bit running there in the bottom. He loses some time, but it kind of equals out when he goes into turns 3 and 4. Oh, the 5 car.
Around. He threw the grass. He's to see if he can keep it on. Like he'll be okay. Just a little too hard off the corner.
And he's got right front damage.
It looks like it just broke loose on him, just out of nowhere. Very, very snappy, these cars. More so than the next gen, but able to keep it off the wall. It's got to ride it out now. That'll bring the 55. It's a second place, but it's the 24's race right now.
Yeah, we're going to try to quickly go back and kind of show this really quickly. You can see him coming off the corner here. He's just going to get a little bit high here. He's going to just scrape the wall, and then he's going to get knocked right back off of it into the grass there. But we're going to go back here. We're going to focus on James McRae. We are back live. So McRae leads over Mark Creighton. There's about a 2.5 second gap. So as long as McRae can kind of keep his car clean here, it looks like it's going to be clean sailing, but there's a caution. Everything's up here. But we have a fight for the final step of the podium tonight. We have Chris Noblet over Donnell Williams in the 27. Oh, as we had another car off in the grass. Who is that? Is that Mark Creighton?
Might have been Mark.
Did Mark make a mistake? Oh, we've got a battle here now for second.
And the game's changed here, 2nd through 5th. You see the 43 looking up on the high side. We'll see if Mark can gather it back up and hold on to the spot. Car's getting very loose. This is the longest run we had of the night so far, so a lot of unknowns coming into play right now. 43, a lot of pressure on the 55 going to turn 3.
Yeah, you can see Mark, he's struggling on the straightaway speed here. We're going to watch Chris Noblet. He's going to be able to just kind of pick a line here and just be able to drive past him as we see him go down to the bottom. And I'm expecting to see him kind of pull him here. And yeah, he's going to gain just a little bit, not as much as I was expecting, but he is going to go up into second place. He's going to take your second place on the podium as Creighton is going to be fighting hard to keep himself on the podium. And he might even try to go back here for his second place as we have the 27 of Donnell Williams right behind the 55 of Mark Creighton. Creighton trying to hold on to that third spot, but Donnell might get up here and hey, he spun before, but Jesse might be back up for a podium spot as well.
Jesse, we saw him mowing the grass all the way through earlier, but right on the bumper, the 27 on the inside, dropping low, about half lane up off the white line. Makes the pass in the Sony's 27 very clean. Sees the 55 there. Sees third place in his sights. We'll expect to see him drop in here. Nope, still on the high side. 5 pushing tight, might catch some wall. There it is. A little bit of wall scrape. Now we're 3 wide, pure coming off 4. They should clear the 55. I believe the 5 backed out of it just a bit. We're wanting to go white flag, the leader coming off turn 2 right now.
Oh, Donnell and Benella made some contact, but we're going to focus quickly on James McRae as he is coming into turns 3 and 4. James McRae leading a bunch of laps tonight. He is going to come off of turn 4, and he is going to claim the victory at Kansas in the Winston Throwback Series.
Like the 43 is going to get second, and Donnie did get third place in the 27, followed by the 5, 55, the 6, and 20 crossing the line now. Everybody finishing up their lap. Great battle for first. But now just with the mistake, I don't know if he would have caught him back up, but still a good rally anyway.
You see the 42 car wrecking off the final corner here. We're going to give a quick little look here, see what happened to Parker Weekly. Oh, that was part of him just getting down here, but we're going to go watch James McRae here go burn it down.
It's that iconic 24 Flames Exalta machine. This car is no stranger to the victory lane. 93 wins for Jeff Horning. Here's a win for James McRae. Just burn it down here at Kansas.
Yeah, just a really good race all night for him. He just had a really good fight with Jesse Bennell, was able to keep the tires on it, and Bennell made a mistake, hit the wall. I mean, he was ahead of him coming down to the end as well, but he was just so good there at the end, able to keep the tires on it and finished with a very, very convincing gap over second place.
Absolutely. It's nothing to snub at. He fought for it, fought hard, kept the mistakes in check, put the pressure where it needed to be, and there you go. So the 24 will be our winner.
And Noblet on the podium in second place. Donnell Williams in the 27. Rounds out your top three, your podium finishers. So we are going to show your results for the race. That is not the results we were looking for. We're going to look for the race results. We're going to turn off this little thing here. We're going to go give you a little bit of a scenic view here. But yeah, that was a very, very interesting race there to the end. I was not expecting it to be as close as it was coming to the end. I thought we were going to get a little bit of a kind of spreading out of the field as the tire wears rain off, but that was a very, very good battle between the 24, the 5 coming to the end. We have Bennell hitting the wall, and then just a lot of stuff happening there coming to these those last couple laps as yeah, I mean, it's a great, great battle here for these two cars. So what are your takeaways from tonight, Joseph?
Well, just a lot of attrition, it looks like, on this race. Maybe a little too aggressive, too early at some points. But first race with this car, I'm not sure if these guys have ran this car before. I don't have that much experience in the Gen 6 car. It did not sit well for me. So a lot of learning curves as well. But great race overall. We did see a good battle for first and second. And then even towards the race through second, third, on back to fifth as it started to clog up there. But it was a great race in my eyes. Still a lot of cars on track. I'm looking forward to the next one.
Yeah, and I mean these were a little bit controversial when they came out. Just because we had so much horsepower before. We cut it to the 550, and I mean it did make some fantastic racing, and I mean these are available on the service. I know the next gens get a lot of focus, but yeah, I mean just fantastic racing for cup cars here, especially for just a fun league and having some throwbacks and having some fun with everything going on.
We got the 27 in the booth here with us. Donnie Williams, you pulled off a third place podium here. Tell us about your race.
Yes, sir. Very fun race. Action packed. Of course, you've seen all the yellows, but it was fun. It was definitely fun. I think it's a good step for the league to step towards this sixth gen car. Very competitive, man. I had a ball.
It's good to hear. I'm glad you had a fun time enjoying the car. I've raced with you plenty of times. I know you're a great, respectful racer. Got to see you keeping away from the mess. Tell us about how the Gen 6 car drives. I know it's the first race. Most of us are used to the ARCA car. What do you think about the car?
I think it's a good car. I mean, this track to me, the mile and a half, two, those tracks are kind of like it's a tough comparison to me. With those cars, it's all about balance and not overdriving the car, and you'll get a lot more out of it. But obviously, with these cars, they seem a little bit more aero dependent, and so it makes the racing a little bit tighter, man. But yeah, I enjoy them. I enjoy them. I really do compared to the Arca.
You got
Yeah,
anything for Donnie?
What's that, buddy?
yeah. This is a like you mentioned, it was a very caution fest race. We're talking about the tires and stuff throughout the race. What was your game plan with the tires, and kind of when did you find it was the best time to put it on? I know we had so many cautions where you had so many opportunities to put them on, but when did you think going in? Uh, when did you
Well,
think that you were going to actually end up using them?
I thought it was gonna be a lot of green uh, runs going on actually at the beginning of the race. So I was thinking that we were gonna be changing them every time we needed fuel. I thought it was gonna be more along those lines. I wasn't planning on it to be such a caution fest, like you said. So it made it easier to make those decisions. Just try to keep them as fresh as you could. And the wear was low on the tires with the setup that I had. So um, I actually think I was doing better with the longer runs. Towards the end, I felt like I was making a lot of gains and stuff. But yeah, so it wasn't too bad on the tires. Um, um, and they loaded us up pretty good with them compared to what we usually have. Y'all usually always feel like we're a set short, but we had I think 5 or 6 sets this time, so we were okay.
Yeah,
Awesome,
so good
awesome.
showing for you, and yeah, good result tonight.
Definitely
Got any
fun.
shout outs?
Yeah, want to thank of course Josh Brock for putting on. Michael Coulter for putting on. I know we were missing him tonight, but he's definitely a good friend of mine, and we always put on, of course, Jason, Signature Esports. You guys did a fantastic job. Uh, I say y'all made that look a little easy, man. You guys did a good job, man. So I appreciate you guys, man.
Well, thank you, man. You had a great night tonight. Third place finish with your Paul Menard car. Have a
Yes,
good rest
sir.
of your night, man.
You too, buddy.
Alrighty, and we're gonna welcome in the winner, James McRae. How's it going?
Oh, going good, going good, going good. How's it going here?
Well, it's going good. We're just sitting here appreciating the battle you had there at the end with the 5 car of Jesse Bennell. You guys were just throwing it at each other. You guys got a little bit close there once or twice. There's a particular moment in 3 and 4 that you guys got really, really close. I don't know if you were going for the middle lane and he was trying to go for the middle lane too, but yeah, talk
Was that
about
when he was underneath me?
yeah, that was
Yeah.
entering underneath you in a turn 3.
I do remember that. I just heard the sound of his car, and I was just like, "Oh man, it's real close." And I was just backing off of it on the top, expecting the worst. But hey, nothing happened, and they continued that battle, which was great fun. It was so fun to fight it out with folks. And this track and car, it just offers such good racing. I always love Kansas.
Yeah, and you talk about Kansas, one of the big things for Kansas is the tire wear and just kind of all the different stuff that comes into these high tire wear racetracks. First off, let's talk about your tire strategy throughout the race. What did you think you're going to end up doing with those 5 sets you had on the wall, 6 sets total, that you ended up using throughout the race?
Same thing I think anyone does when they come into a limited tire setup, it's just save one extra for a 10 to go caution, so that's kind of what I did. There's a couple times I thought I had messed up, especially like 2 cautions towards the end. I didn't pit. I think I was the only one stayed out, but caution the next lap I just went in. Yeah, man, there's tires, everything, man. Kansas has changed a lot. When I first got on the sim, it was all high line, and they open it up bottom now, and it's great. Just so many lines, just keeping air and keeping the tires clean, as good as you can. I feel like it's key.
James, gotta ask. So towards the end, we saw differentiating lines you and the 5 ran. He is more at the top. We saw you run the top quite a couple times, but your preference is more traditional bottom feeder, like myself. Was the bottom more harsh on the tires, or was it just the way you're driving the car? Tell us about your line.
Well, this ain't no secret about me, but I love the bottom, like you said. As folks will come to find out, and I believe it saves tires on the bottom due to advanced physics formulas that I don't feel like going over in an interview. But it's the shortest way around the track. Math. I mean, you can do it. You can see where it all leads. But there's a key part, the momentum, air, and everything else that plays with these cars. Very air dependent. So it's a couple times, you just gotta, and momentum dependent. So I run the bottom the most, but run high every once in a while. Build a momentum where I need it to get where I need to be to make a move. And yeah, man, that's pretty much it. Just playing with momentum and whatnot, and air, especially battling with someone behind you and whatnot. Sometimes you want to take the line, take the air, make them a little tight.
Awesome. Great to hear from you, James. Great race and battle with you and the 5. Give us your shout outs.
Yeah, Jesse, first off, that was fun battling. I don't know what happened at the end. I gotta go back and watch it. You guys putting on the show here, Signature Esports, hey, it's my first time talking to anyone here, because I'm kind of new to the leagues, but that's cool. First win here, family, anyone else watching. I know I had a bad day, I'm sorry, and yeah, everything's good now.
All right, well, congratulations there, James, with your 50 laps led, your most laps led of tonight. You're a winner, taking the trophy, making a show. Have a good rest of your night.
Thank you.
Alrighty, we're going to bring in Chris Noblet,
Yes.
your second place finisher. How's it going, man?
Not too bad. How's it going?
Going good, man. We were watching a battle there for the lead, and then we had Jesse Bennell get into the wall. That moved you guys up a position, and then all of a sudden, we got Mark Creighton hitting the wall, and then all of a sudden, you're sitting there eyeing a second place trophy, heading off into one of these corners. What was going through your mind there through the final laps as you were battling Donnell, and just how everything worked out there at the end there for you?
I was kind of wishing I'd have started and got a little more aggressive a little earlier, because I didn't get close enough to first place. maybe just lay back a little bit in the beginning, but right there at the end, I probably should have been a little bit more aggressive. But it was a good race. I enjoyed it. The guys are pretty good. First time here. So,
And that was a good showing. I mean, you were up front, and this was just all over the place tonight with just all the different cautions and different situations where you had, people taking tires and not taking tires, and then we had a big pile up, and then just all the different stuff that you see happening. So, yeah, what happened there with your tires? Like, how were you feeling with your strategy throughout the race? And are there any specific points that you think kind of led you to your second place finish?
I think just being patient and staying in the back. I had 2 sets of tires left in the end. It was, yeah, it was just basically just stay out of the way and then race the last 20 laps or so.
All right, Joe.
Chris, great job staying out of the mess. Lots of crashes, big wrecks. Tell us about how you got by these messes. Just a little luck, a little skill. Where do you put yourself on the track to avoid these crashes?
I try to make sure that there's nobody behind me. So when I check up hard, I'm not going to get rear-ended, and I try to stay out of the mess. If somebody's coming in getting a little crazy, I'll just move out of their way until it's time to race. And then, like I said, I should have been a little more aggressive tonight. I think I could have pushed a little closer to the front. I had plenty of tires and enough gas, so the reason why I shouldn't have made it a little harder. But it was a great race, and I really appreciate all that you guys do. Good showing for the first time here. Enjoyed it.
We definitely viewed it a great race, Chris. I'm glad to have you with the Winston guys and everybody driving. Give us your shout outs.
I would like to thank my buddy Tony. He's the one that brought me into this, Tony McPherson. He said, Gen 6 cars. I said, I'm in. So that's basically how I got into this. I really appreciate you guys and everything you do.
Alrighty, and that's Chris Noblet, your second place finisher tonight. Alrighty. So that was a race there at the end. We just saw, we were talking about it, just all the different stuff that happened tonight. James McRae, your winner. Chris Noblet, second place. Donnell Williams, third. Jesse Bennell, Mark Creighton, finishing out your top 5. Chad Meadows, Jeff Pless, Rodkin, Allen, and Brock leading out your top 10. We had 12 cars finishing on the lead lap. What are your takeaways from tonight, and what are you looking forward to heading into next week?
Well, my biggest issue, if I was these drivers, maybe a little, I mentioned it all night, just a little more patience. It's a new car for a lot of us, I believe. So some growing pains as well. Car is a lot bigger, a little more box here than the ARCA car, not as many curves. So the not as much wiggle room. But just try to get the races in. Let's get some green flag racing going, give some a little more give in the early on. But overall, great race, great battle for first, even through fifth towards the end. So I'm looking forward to the next one. It's going to be a great showing for the Gen 6 car. I'm a big supporter. I'm glad they moved to it.
Yeah, and we're talking about patience and all the things that you need to kind of make these races go all the way to the end. And one of the best places for patience and where people are very level headed. We're going to Talladega next week.
Full yeet.
And speaking of full yeet, we got Jason Followell in here.
The man himself. We got Dega next. What are your thoughts on Dega, Jason? Are you going to run that one?
No. Tonight was the one-off. I'm not going to do anymore. Kansas is my track. I'm down there talking to the league and talking to all the guys down there, and I think they need. They've got a poll up now whether or not they're going to keep the Gen 6 for the rest of the season or just transition back into the ARCA. And a lot of drivers want to go to the continue working the Gen 6 because that's what's going to be running next season. If they run Gen 6 at Talladega, it's going to be amazing. Talladega next week is going to be it's going to be a spectacle. It's going to be like old racing from 2016 up. This is such an awesome car.
Yeah, you talk about the just the drafting and stuff. I mean, you have the next gens currently where you have the suck and where they kind of get up to it, and then they have like a huge accordion throughout the field. These can tandem. You can push the guy in front of you. The guy, third in line can push. So that's going to be an amazing race to watch. You didn't finish on the podium, but you got any shout outs tonight, Signature? Jason?
Well, first and foremost, I know I put it in chat, but I gotta apologize to Chris Spencer and any of the drivers that were caught up in the caution that I brought out. When I was down on the transition, I knew that I was going to have to make a move. I thought that the 25 was going to be more moving up the racetrack. Last minute decision. I say, you know what? I'm gonna make an aggressive kind of let's move up the race line a little bit. My plan was not to go that far. But as soon as I hit that transition up, I shot to the right. It felt like my left rear kicked me to the right, and it wasn't great, you know. So little explanation of what happened there. Never my intention. I passed it. I was telling everybody, I was like, I kind of passed the field a lot. I felt like I was just constantly passing cars and moving my way forward, even when I didn't have the greatest restart there with the 24. And a big shout out to the drivers. I mean, you two as well. You two did a phenomenal job. I watched the end of the race. Congratulations on doing what you did to fulfill my shoes for today, which is awesome to be able to allow me to get in the car and challenge myself in a car I love at a track I love. And but more importantly, these drivers, they put on a heck of a show each and every week. The Winston Throwback Series tries to get back and forth and on having some of the best talent and some of the best in show. And tonight goes to show that Gen 6 car has a lot of talent behind it, because you had different names than your normal top three. Andrew Phipps wasn't up there. Kevin Savoy wasn't up there. Even though I think Kevin was caught up in the wreck I caused. And then Jesse finishing outside the top three. That's kind of big. It's new names, new faces, and a new show. This car is very much aero dependent when it comes to, you can side draft, you can take the aero away, you can run different lines, and it was a ton of fun. But my biggest shout out is of course to my friends and family and all the fans of Signature Esports and of course you guys. I mean, you guys did great. Congratulations. What did you guys do, and what did you think? And let me turn the interview around. What did you think about the race and trying to put something on like this?
Well, from the racing perspective, I feel like it was a very interesting. It was different to watch because I think the Gen 6 car often gets overlooked, even from people like myself, and even Joe said it during the race. When I got on iRacing, it was the Gen 6 car, the Xfinity car, the 87s, and the trucks. And I mean, out of those, I stuck with the 87 and the Xfinity car because it felt better. It wasn't chaotic and crazy like these are, but from a spectacle standpoint, watching it and getting to kind of see the ebb and flow of the races, this is definitely a fantastic car to watch. These races go on, and especially when we get the tire wear and stuff into play, we get these amazing battles and stuff where it's very aggressive and a little bit do or die with your moves. So we see a lot of really cool racing with this car, but this is something that I did miss out on just out of just preference.
Now it's going to be a throwback series. So how awesome is that?
And that'll be awesome to see too. I mean, you got to love these paint schemes. These paint schemes are always awesome to look at. Everyone except for yours being
yep.
Different.
Mine was a throwback. Mine was a throwback. Mine is a Signature Esports iconic throwback. The 82nd Airborne. That's what that is. There's over 200 years of experience in the 82nd Airborne Division.
That's a massive throwback right there.
That is a massive throwback.
There's a lot of history, a lot of guts, glory, determination. You know what I'm talking about, right? A lot going on there.
That's off to our men and women of law enforcement, our doctors and nurses, and of course, military service men and women out there. Much love. Kyle, you had your hands on the keys today. What's it like filling my shoes?
A lot of. See, I respected what you did beforehand, and then doing this live and trying to figure it out made me respect you more, and just everyone in general who does this. Shout out to you for doing all the races that you cover, but also someone like Brian Cooper, who I for a while did broadcast with, and who actually helped me broadcast one of my events just free of charge, just for just being awesome like he is. So just kind of shows that you can't just kind of throw these up and just kind of make something great. and fun to watch. There's a lot of effort that goes in behind it, and we sat down and we went over these things to kind of even have me up to par with what you do on just a day-to-day basis. So yeah, this was definitely an experience. And for those who don't know, this is my first time controlling SDK and doing an OBS broadcast of it. So yeah, it was a learning experience tonight.
And sometimes it's, I know that we kind of gave you a package and said, here you go, this is what it is, but there's still stuff behind the scenes that you kind of have to figure out. And we try to. I've built everything that I've done. I mean, you had my car cams, you had the Kansas cam, except for one of the cams on the Kansas cam, I forgot to make a change on it. You probably saw a clipping where kind of the track would disappear, like TV2, I think it might have been. That was a setting I needed to have you change. But that's all me, But the thing is that I've never done this. I've never let anybody broadcast on my platform without me, and it's really cool to be able to step back and say, hey, you guys took the reins, and you and Joe complimented each other. Just as simple. You guys complimented each other just as well, and I knew this was going to happen just as well as if you were either one of you were broadcasting with me, because you both have. So I think that because you both have, been in the booth with me, you guys knew exactly kind of what I expected. So which is awesome, because then we give everybody out there the same experience. I didn't watch chats. I didn't watch anything. I let everybody have at it, and enjoy themselves. So this was your guys' show, so I appreciate you. But Joe, what'd you think?
Well, I'm enjoying the broadcasting. I like it a lot. I think I'm slowly regressing from driving. I'm just getting over it, I guess. I'll probably still do one here and there, but I guess every driver gets to that point where I'm just sick of it. Not in that way where I'm over at racing, but yeah, you know what I mean. I'm just tired of wrecking and fighting and all the hard work. But I'm liking the other side of it. It's fun to watch people race and to get out and all the different driving styles, and even people get into it and like, oh man, look what's going on. There's someone in the air and like all this kinds of crazy stuff. So I'm enjoying it. I'm having fun. I hope we can do it more often.
I mean, I know that I'm rusty at driving. I don't want to put myself behind. I have so much anger and road rage driving. If you'd have been in my channel with me, you probably would have heard.
I had an ear on the other side.
I know you did. I know you did. I saw.
Got a little glimpse of driver Jason. Yep.
Yeah. Did you hear me say I'm gonna move him? I'm gonna move him. I'm gonna move him.
Yep. I like that I can have an ear to the ground per se, so I can hear all the drivers while they're driving.
Yeah. Hey, we can say Jason doesn't follow well.
No, not in Kansas. Not in Kansas.
Let's go.
Yeah, Kansas and the Gen 6 car is, and here's the secret to the Kansas, the Gen 6. They're when the reason why I stayed out is because I only had one set of tires in the pits, and I knew that something was said, something's going to happen. If I needed it, I was going to need it. I didn't think I was going to be the cause of it, but you can run those tires on the high side for a long time. We had about 40 laps of fuel, 40 to 42 laps of fuel, somewhere in between there. If we had gotten that run earlier on, you would have seen a lot more drivers take that high side. And these cup cars, these old Gen 6 cup cars can run that high side really well around this racetrack, which is what I miss about the trucks. The trucks used to be able to do the same thing. I have so much insight about tracks and iRacing and the knowledge. I've been doing this to be 3 years in May. We've been called. I mean, I've called thousands of races, and just to take a step back and have the simple. I mean, we have just about 700 videos on YouTube, or 900 views on it, something like that. We have a lot of videos on YouTube, and YouTube wasn't the first platform. We started directly on Facebook, and so we've got hours upon hours of footage, and you start to respect the drivers who get out here and do this And Joe, I completely get what you're talking about, because at a certain point, a driver goes through a slump, and when you go through a slump, and this is every driver, this is NASCAR, this is eNASCAR, this is, I mean, look at some of the bigger names out there right now that haven't had last year, didn't have the success that they had, years prior. I mean, you may finish fifth in points, quote unquote, but fifth in points is not that. Not fifth in points. You may finish fifth in a race, but 15th in points is never good. Especially if you want to compete at the top stage. So we're seeing drivers in these leagues that just throw it and they do it. And I understand having to take a break, and maybe looking at it from an outsider's perspective to be able to get you interested in getting back in, because there are tracks that I get out to, like right now, Las Vegas. You see me out in Las Vegas a lot, not because the track is easy to drive, but because the racing is better at 1.5 mile tracks for my liking. Because I like to be able to be close to drivers and be able to push the boundaries and take the air off of them and have some fun. You'll never catch me in the next gen car. I will never drive it because I just don't like it. But if you put me in a Gen 6 car, I'm happy. Yeah, I understand. Guys, you had fun. I'm going to let you end the show. You guys did great. I'm going to go back and watch it again. You guys are awesome.
All right, thank you, Jason.
So I'm glad to have you around and driving. It was fun to see you drive as well. Great drive.
Yeah, it was interesting to see you out there and just be like, yeah, that's the guy that's here, but he's not.
Normally. Yeah, it's the first time I've ever done that. So, on my own platform. Now I've been in races before where that they've been broadcasted. It was like a charity event or something like that. But I think I finished third in that event. I was hoping to have a top 5 tonight. Not. I didn't care about winning. I cared about a top 5, because the top 5 for me at Kansas is everybody's victory. But it was different. It was definitely different. And who knows? Might happen to happen again, because maybe I want to race. Maybe we just there's days I'm not going to be able to fill my schedule with iRacing, and might be an opportunity for some extra hands. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
We're going to see Jason do Road to Pro.
No. I would love to call Road to Pro. There's a difference. But they have that contracted. Oh, gentlemen, end it. It's yours.
Alrighty.
So, once again, final thoughts?
Just some patience needed. Great racing overall. A great battle for the lead. I'm liking the car. I can't drive the car. I never could. I'm like Jason on the next gen. I don't like this car. I can't drive it, but it's fun to watch them race. So I'm looking forward to Dega. Dega's going to be interesting. With this car won't overheat. You can just push all day long. So we're going to see a lot of aggressiveness there. Hopefully nothing too crazy, but great job here, I think.
Yeah, just great show. We're going to go to Talladega next week, like you said. And yeah, just once again, shout out to McRae for bringing home the dub. Noblet, second place, and Donnell Williams getting that third place, rounding out your podium. Shout out once again to VIP Tires and Dark Horizon Fishing. Jason will be back next week for Talladega, and I will not. I'm going to be racing some Indy cars. So everyone have fun. Enjoy the rest of your week, and we are out.